There once was a cat with no name on an abandoned farm, and like the lone sheriff in a western, had rounded up all the rats and mice until there was nothing left to eat. She was there for a full year, so the story goes, until she happened upon a huge tomcat named Nala. She thought a cat that big must be an expert in culinary delights, so she followed this tomcat home, only to be faced with a huge St. Bernard's dog that she tackled. She then tried to dispatch poor Nala, trying to assume his position, but the owner chucked her out, and a near neighbour, a kind man named Mark, started feeding her. And then she wasn't going anywhere. She stayed around these few houses, being fed and living in a little makeshift shelter in the woods that Mark had constructed to keep her safe from the wind and rain.
What are you doing there? Oi! Poor little thing.
She occasionally looked through the windows from the dark into the coziness of the houses with all the owners cuddled up with their cats. And she really wanted to be one of those cats, to have a home, to have an owner. One day, this man called Mark contacted me here in the forest garden, thinking that this would be a suitable home for a lone Scottish wildcat, a good a hunter as she was, because I had a bit of a problem with with rats and mice. It's said that no one has a rat or a mouse problem, they have a cat deficiency. On a hill
near a wood,
where nobody goes,
up a track,
through a gate,
The food forest grows with secrets and treasures for everyone's pleasure and Rob's discovery.
Hi Rob, how sad is this? The weather was so bad last night. I didn't get 1 hour of sleep. I was worried about her. It was gale force winds and I wasn't sure if her little house would hold up. Luckily it did. I went this morning to feed her, but look at her sad face. She just wants to be with someone. You know, I don't think she wants to be a stray cat anymore. She wants to have someone looking after her. And that's why she's come back to find me this afternoon. She doesn't normally come here, and especially in this weather, she's much safer in the little house, which has held up and is still wet and wind tight. But yeah, I just thought I'd send you this video. Maybe you can have a think seriously about this, coming to get her, because this is a little soul that needs saving. I'd let her come in, but Simon, they would fight, and he doesn't have any teeth, so he would lose.
So I travelled 4 hours to the east of the country. I'm looking for the farm where this cat is. It's a mile down this track apparently. The journey's taken 3.5 hours. I'm nearly there. This undomesticated wild cat with no name, hello, trustingly walked hello into Mark's cat carrying box, hello, and she came home with me. Right, she's in the box. That was a year, 2 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days ago. Here she is now. Hello, Pangur. You coming for a cuddle? Come on then. Come on. Hello, my girl. Good girl. The story, however, does not end there. When bringing Pangur, as I've called her, back home, I did keep her safe in the abandoned duck and chicken enclosure, abandoned at the time, there are ducks and chickens in there now, for 2 weeks, just to make sure she didn't try to wander home, because that was now hundreds of miles away. All gaps inspected and sealed. It's quite a big enclosure, as you can see. I put the basket in here and put down some wood shavings, which has this area and some water over there, and many other enclosures to choose from. Need to pull out a few nettles. Where is she now? Hello? Testing for gaps, are you? Yeah, and there's a house here with the shavings in, another one here. The geese are very interested. We'll get you a chance to meet her, don't worry. I fed her 3 times a day. Hello, Pangur. Nice breakfast? Meaty enough for you? She gingerly came out from the duck house where she was living, stuffed with hay, and after 2 weeks I opened the door of the duck enclosure, and from time to time I'd see her in the garden. Sometimes hunting mice, sometimes catching mice, but often hunting rats or just lying in the sun. She'd watch me with her shiny vermilion eyes from a distance as I went about gardening jobs, but never coming closer. One of her favourite things to do was to wait in unexpected places to surprise me. The most unexpected being inside my shower cubicle, so when I pulled back the curtain for a shower, she'd be there waiting, but she still wouldn't let me touch her. We're mid-November now, and it wasn't until July that she first let me touch her. Hello. And with the increasing weeks and as the months going on, she became more and more affectionate. Hello. Say hello to Mark. Alright, good girl. Until, in August, she came into the yurt, through the open door, and she learned about the joys of fire, and beds, and me. One night, there was a scratching at the door. She asked to come in, and she hopped up onto my bed and cozied up with me all night, which is where she has spent every night since. We have quite a good, strong routine, Pangur and I. An alarm clock is no longer necessary. At 5:22 every morning, there she'll be, in my face, with her sweet, sweet cat breath. She does give me 5 minutes grace and wallowing time, but if I don't wake up, she'll start boxing my face, demanding breakfast. She used to catch rats and mice, but she told me recently she'd rather be a house cat, and she prefers the finer food that I feed her, rather than all those rodents. And she also told me that she... Come on, Pangur. It's her dream to become fat and lie by the fire. And although she's willing to keep the yurt mouse-free, good girl, she wants to just be a companion, be my familiar, and keep the yurt or anywhere else I live high vibrational with her meditation and her purring. I said, that's all right, but who's going to do the hunting? So, this is amazing. One morning, as I swung my feet out of bed and put them on the hairy rug down there, I put my feet on something else hairy. And I thought, as cats often do, that she brought me a gift. She had brought me a gift, but not a dead one. It was live. It was a kitten. Not her own kitten. A black and white one that she must have either taken from a litter of stray kittens or escorted inside overnight. I've missed out a part of the story, is that soon after she started coming inside, a cat flap was installed. This kitten, however, isn't that tame yet and now lives in the duck enclosure. It can go in and out. I've put a pipe where the kitten can crawl in and out, but it's too small for any foxes to get through. So the kitten, like Pangur, is becoming tamer each day, but Pangur told me that she bought me this kitten because she wanted to be relieved of her hunting duties, because she wanted to become a fat, cuddly fireside cat. And it would be best if someone younger took over the hunting, which is exactly what the kitten's doing. It probably catches 1 rat every day. Whereas all Pangur does is catch feelings. When I get back from work, then it's massage time. I lie here on the settee and Pangur massages my front, and then she insists I turn over and massages my back. That's the short version of my feline companion. There are more stories to follow, but I hope you enjoyed that, and this brief introduction to my new best friend. It's funny, I never thought I was a cat person. I've always been a dog person. Not that you have to be one or the other, but I'm quickly being converted to whatever you are. I'm a cat. Definitely tea time. Thanks for watching. See you again very soon.